Oh my goodness. I am dually live right now, it seems, on YouTube and my Facebook biz. I've never done this before. Wow. It's almost 11 o'clock. I totally just fell asleep and could not get my bones out of bed, or off my couch, should I say. Okay, so this is a little strange for me and disorienting because I have to keep like looking side to side. I don't know how to avoid this, so I'm gonna get better with practice. We'll just know that right off the bat. Hey Bri. So I was meditating and on what to speak on today, because there's just been a flood coming through. And what I'm going, and I did this video on my Instagram today after I got off the phone with my mom that was very like fiery, like very wild, very fiery about my feelings about the state of the world. And I had also on my Instagram last week had kind of like Saturday morning had like a little outburst in my story because I had been I had been on social media very regularly, and I keep up on international events and news, and it was just constantly, it was like the first thing I would see when I would get into my phone. And I didn't have the willpower to not look at social media the moment like I would wake up. And so it had just been like building. And I kind of just like got really irritated and expressed myself on social media on Saturday morning in my story. And I was like, this is really getting into my mental health. And I think I'm going to like, I need like a cleanse. And so I took a cleanse. I deleted my Instagram app and my Facebook apps on Sunday or Saturday night. I didn't look at them Sunday. I didn't look at them until like late Monday. And then I never even really went on until Tuesday. And I was feeling so much better and so much more grounded. And I wasn't exposing myself to all this stuff, And so then I still wasn't today, but I talked to my mom about the state of the world and like, like I just got like lit on fire about the shit. And so then I went on and I did this video, and I have all these things coming up, like, well, I just said that I wasn't going to focus on this stuff, and all of these like human stories that our minds tell ourselves, and I'm sitting here wondering if I did the right thing by doing that, and all of these things. And what I kind of realized is, and I have this as our topic, as like the topic for day 2 of this 365 days in my reality, is your feelings are valid. And so when going into all of these awakenings over the past few years, I started to really wake up to how much our society is a culture of gaslighting. Gaslighting is a manipulation tactic where basically people or a person or whatever make you believe that like what you're feeling is off, like that your reality is off. And something that I've really come into on this journey is like how taboo it is for us to have the ability to freely express our emotions in this world. And without being told that we're too much, that we should quiet ourselves down, that we're making someone uncomfortable, all of the things. And so it has really kind of made me feel like my emotions in a way have been gaslit. I've been kind of told that, in certain situations or made to believe or perceived, let's say perceived, that, you know, like, oh, I'm feeling a certain way, but I don't really have a right to feel a certain way. And then we also have like this tendency of comparing ourselves to other people. Well, I see other people on and they don't seem to have these concerns, and they can just talk about like light things and all this stuff. And so all this shit started like playing in my mind, you know? And I started to realize like, I'm gaslighting myself. Why am I gaslighting myself? Because the things that I have opinions on, like, it just so happens that I'm a veteran who spent over a year, sweet dreams, my love. It just so happens that I'm a veteran who spent over a year living in a war zone from 2008 into 2009 to support the freedom of this country. It just so happens that I'm a trained medical professional who was completely abused by the healthcare system and watched my patients go through hell and high water, and went through it myself and spun around in circles in it to no avail until I came and decided to take matters into my own hands and cure my physical and mental and emotional pain myself. It just so happens that this is my life, like, and everything going on in the world right now, when I look at it, it has to do with that. And so if I didn't have feelings about that, and I didn't express that, even though other people don't seem to be doing it as often, it's like I would be gaslighting myself. And so I find that even though I have done so much excavation of this trauma, this bullshit that has held me back my whole life, I still find it's a very fine line. And it's something that I feel I have to constantly keep myself in check about, because what happens is that when we are raised in a society where we are gaslit, we end up becoming the gaslighters. We naturally inherit these tendencies and we carry on the pathology with ourselves in all of our relationships. So with the relationship with ourselves, with the relationship with others. And that was what I was really sitting with this afternoon, is where is that line? And I just wanted to come on here, share my perspective, share my journey for today on this, and just encourage you to, see if you're gaslighting yourself. If you have a tendency to do that on a regular basis, if you have a tendency to convince yourself that your feelings aren't valid, because I'm here to tell you, they are. They're very valid. Everything you feel, whether it be from a regulated nervous system or a dysregulated nervous system, all of your feelings are valid. You get to feel them. You get to feel the way you feel without shame, without guilt. It's just the way it is. But many of us weren't brought up that way. We were brought up in a way that has made us associate and compound all of these emotions that are completely natural and normal, but we have created all of these mental associations with these emotions that we feel in a way that we compound them deeper inside of us and cause disease, whether it be physical or mental and emotional disease. As far as I'm concerned, mental and emotional disease are one and the same. As far as I'm concerned, physical and emotional disease are one and the same. That's my truth. So just asking you to feel into, where are you gaslighting yourselves, or maybe other people? And how can you change that? I feel very much here to, one of my purposes here is to normalize emotion, normalize the expression of emotion. And I'm going to, I'm sure, delve deeper into that, and the things that I have come to learn about emotions. Emotions and trauma go hand in hand, but I feel if I were to get into that tonight, it would just extend this. I feel like the message that I wanted to deliver tonight, and the story about, you know, today for me, day 2, is complete. So I hope that you all are having a good night. Now that I had to wait 24 hours, literally 24 hours, and I came on here really late. I came on here after 10 last night. So it took that long for YouTube to give me live privileges. Now that I have these live privileges on YouTube, I do not have to wait, or like I don't need to be as late. And I didn't need to be as late today, but I'm like, I don't want to just download the video and upload it again like I did yesterday for day 1. I'm just going to wait. So here I am, hoping that tomorrow's video won't be as late at night. Do happen to be a night owl, so it could, but you know, just saying. All right, I hope you all have the most great night's sleep, the most beautiful day tomorrow, and sending you so much love. Here for all of your messages, everything. I'm here for everything. I'm here for all of you. Okay, so let me have it. Bye.